on Rise with Jay.
All that bounce through the shine and silver lining.
It's Friday for fuck's sake. Guys. Rising. YouTube, do your job, big baby. Let my people go. I'm 251. A wonderful 251. This is Little Feat. All that you dream. Go check that out. I love this group. Yes. Follow the rules and see the road that's ahead of you. Follow the rules. Follow the road. I've been down, but not like this before. We're going to talk about it. I don't know what they said on that part. Still like Okay, we have 1,000 people in the YouTube house. Good morning, Poogie. Anita's in the building, my moderator who don't play, ready to kick some troll ass. Hi, Boo-Boo. Come here. Good morning, honey. The devil is a liar, right? Okay, right. Oh, that's right. Absolutely. Absolutely. So I wanted to talk about today, oh no man. What does that mean? Oh no man. Okay, we're going to get into a story time. I'm proud. Good morning, fam. Rising, proud mixed child. Mwah! Good morning, sweetheart. Another moderator of mine is in the building to kick some troll hipperoos. Okay, so, oh no man, right? So, story time. You guys know, and you've heard it before, and I'm going to probably be talking about it on the regular because it's a part of my story. I was evicted a few years ago, right? I had, 4,000 friends on Facebook. I had family. I had friends. I had everybody. I said, oh, I'm good, honey. I'm good. Right? Not really. I wasn't thinking that. I was embarrassed. I was like, oh, my God, what am I going to do? I can't be like, I was very embarrassed. And everything. Man that left. I was singing the blues, baby. Right. So the man left me. Look, the rent was due to the tune of a lot of money, right? 23,000 people in the YouTube house. Look at all the love. That's amazing. 3,000 likes is amazing. Facebook. As you were. Just catch the replay, Facebook. Okay, so in my mind, I was like, all these friends on Facebook, now I done put it out there, whole videos that I'm being evicted. I don't have nobody's help. Oh my God. I have a twin. My twin reached out to me and said, please come here, bring the kids here, bring the dog, bring the cat. Come on. So I went on and bought the dog. The cat wouldn't come, Carson. I call him Carsty, but his name was Carson. He saved my life from an OD like 2 months prior to that. So yes, that's why I went into treatment, because the cat saved my life. The cat scratched the crap out of me when I was going out, and I jumped up, and because I was scared. I was scared to call anybody. But let me go ahead and finish my story, and then we'll get into that another time. So I was very, very upset that only one person out of all the people, my friends on Facebook, out of everybody that I knew, only one person, and that was my twin that came to my aid, right? And so my twin had put me in line also with this lady who helps with homelessness. Now, Christina Flowers made it so they could not put me out that day. They had to wait and let me figure out what I was going to do, and then I got the Denver boot, baby. But at least I had time to get my storage together and all that good stuff, right? Shouts out to Christina Flowers. Go follow Christina Flowers, Minister Christina Flowers on Facebook, right? Stay with me, I'm going somewhere. I know I go all the way around Robin Hood's barn, but look, let me land my plane, big baby. Let me cook for a minute. Let me cook for a minute. Let me cook for a minute. I am a shady ass bitch. I'm sorry. And well, I know y'all know what I'm talking about when I say, let me cook for a minute. Let me cook for a minute. Let me cook for... Good morning, Curtis. Thank you. You too. My bestie here. Hi, Curtis. Good morning. How you doing, friend? So look, right? So I was like, out of all these people, this was 3 years ago now. I said, out of all these people, oh my God, no help, no money, no what, where the money? No, I had some friends. Shouts out to Lawrence and Andre. They always in my corner. Shouts out to Sherby. She's always in my corner. My teacher, Miss Marshall, is amazing. Always in the corner, big baby. Always. I love her so much. My sister took my boys in. I went into shelter so that I could get housing expeditiously. Who taught T.I. that word? Whoever taught T.I. that word, I just would like to give them a hug. Anyway, I told you I'm shady. Anyway, right? Because he said it too damn much. Just as worse as I say amazing. He said expeditiously and I say amazing. We both annoying. Okay. So let me land the plane so you guys can, go your way. Oh, no, man. Right? So sometimes when you on your own and you don't have no help around you. Now, my sister, now remember I told you my sister was like, do not spam the chat. Mama no like it. Mama no like it when you buy the Bible. Don't spam my chat, baby. You got to go. Right? You're going to look around sometimes and you're going to be at your worst and you're going to be at your most needy and you're going to be like, where's everybody at? Ain't nobody around to help me at my worst, at my most needy. Where are all these friends? Where are all these family members? Where is everybody? Guess what? God then put it to where they don't even, half the time, they don't even know what you're going through. Half the time they got that look, they struggling worse than you. You think you struggling? It's people that look like they are living the dream, honey, that's fucking struggling every day to make it every second. You cannot look at a person and think that they doing this and that because of what's coming out of their mouth, honey. You think and you get upset because you feel like you don't have support. But this is the time for you and God to show what you made of. This is where God wants to, this is your proving ground. This is where you got to prove yourself. Prove that, look, yeah, I say it out my mouth. I believe it in my heart and I'm going to prove it in my actions. Shouts out to Val. You know what I'm saying? You gotta stop looking outside of you for nothing, for everything. There's gonna be times you ain't gonna be able to see nothing and nobody. And that's the time when you better start dancing, shouting, because look, and this is the truth. It's always darkest before the dawn. I have a picture up from rehab the other day. And that's one of my favorite pictures because I'm glowing amazingly. You know, I love when I glow, right? Came off one of the worst runs that I have ever had. But I had that, like, at this particular time when I took that picture, I had like 30 days clean. This was in 2018. The glow was so, like, it looks filtered out, baby. Every time when I go through a storm, and then when I make it to the other side, that glow, honey, it's the high pro glow. It's nothing that can beat it. Ain't no filter on the planet that can fuck with it. I'm going to tell you something right now. I got a picture on Facebook right now, no, not being vain, that it's me and the avatar. I look way better than the avatar in my mind. This is why I don't fuck with them avatars, because first of all, if they did look better, I would be jealous. Anyway. I fuck with the avatar, but just not the, the constant AI pictures. I'm old school right now. Maybe I'll get into it, maybe I won't. I don't know. I don't judge it like I used to. I got a picture of my cat up there. You go check that out on Facebook. Look, go subscribe to my Facebook. It's $1 a month. Great content is about to drop on that, John. And it's going to be subscriber only. It's $1 per month on Facebook. Go subscribe. Content for subscriber only is about to be dropped, and this is the content that you do not want to miss. I have an Only James. You got to figure out how to get the Only James, because that content is way too much for TV. So, and it's not adult content, but it is adult content, but it's no nudity, no none of that. It's just real raw talk. Okay? Stuff that I can't say up on here. Okay? So, just think about this. When I was going through all of that, and I had nobody around me in my mind, because I didn't understand that God didn't want nobody helping me but one person. Because God needed me to figure the way out of there. God wanted me to depend on God for my help. Because if everybody else helping me, oh, I owe this person, I owe that person, I owe this person, oh no, man. Keep the people that you owe stuff to a minimum, honey. Keep that to a minimum. And remember, people struggling, you think that people should be helping you. People struggling worse than you that you don't even know. They might seem like they upbeat and happy, but sometimes they don't know how they're going to make it through the next second. Now, that's not me. Trust and believe me. But I'm cocooning. You know what I'm saying? Because I got somewhere I'm trying to get. Well, I'm already there in my mind. But it's work that I must do. You know what I'm saying? I have goals. Well, I don't have goals. I have things that I'm doing, missions that I'm accomplishing right now. So you got to be in there already before you can get there. That's just how I think, right? Does that make sense? My boss be saying that. I love when she says, I stole that saying from my boss. I love that saying. I love when she says that. I love that. So, yes. So strap up your big boy and your big girl drawers and understand the people. If you can see a person and if you can put your hands on a person, trust me, they're in the same boat you in. You want to be able to reach down and pull up, right? Don't worry about nobody pulling you up. The goal must be to be able to reach down and pull someone up. It's never to reach up for somebody to pull you up, because God already got that part. See, that's the part you don't worry about. You don't worry about somebody reaching up to pull you up. You just worry about your gratitude, your dance, and you're reaching to pull somebody up. And then guess what? All that help you needed is going to drop from out the sky. You're going to be like, look at God. I do it all the time. But guess what you don't do? You don't burn the bridges of the people that you love and they love you back by spewing disdain for folks, because then that's gonna, pull away some people that really enjoy you, really love being and talking to you. They're just in their own stuff at that particular time. They love you and adore you, right? So you don't look for somebody to pull you up. You look to pull somebody up, right? And then when you do that, gratitude for your everything. When you have your gratitude, you look at what you've been through. Look at how gorgeous you are. Look at how handsome you are, right? When I was in that shelter, I'm going to drop some shelter pictures, because I was taking pictures, baby. I was dancing, taking pictures, and I was happy as shit, because guess what? There was no weight on me. I didn't have a million people. I wasn't sleeping from house to house. So and felt like ain't nobody want me in that house. My sister took my boys in, and guess what? They all had fun together. And I was able, thank you, Jeanette. I love you so much. I will never forget that. I was able to strategize. I was able to feel that gratitude, to feel everything I had been through, deal with it, heal through it, and rise above it. Okay, guys. That's my time. Any questions? Let's read some comments over here. Proud Miss Child said, people will go hungry just to afford what they believe is luxury, right? As well as call others broke, while within them lies a broken spirit, because yes, and money is not real. It's no real value. It has no real value. The only real value is the value you see in yourself. And that is definitely going to spew out in what you post and how you treat others and how you know what I'm saying? Trust and believe me, honey. I can look at 10 of your posts and tell you where your mind is. But I don't do that. You know why? Because I'm too busy working mine. I'm too busy, because I'm trying to reach and pull up. So, but I understand this is a process of, wait a minute, I must be whole. So I'm working on myself. I'm being consistent in my posting. My revenue is going up in my posting. I don't want to be up here. Oh, God told me not to say that. My bad. Relax. My bad. God said, don't be saying you don't want to do this. It's a labor of love. I'm obedient. I'm being obedient. Trust me, I could be almost rich if I stayed up online all day. I could quit my job if I stayed online all day with the content I got, with the amount of amazing people in my in my meta space, in my metaverse space. Not only meta, I'm talking about in my cloud, right? Right? Ain't it? All right, guys, I'm gonna go ahead and go 14,000 likes is amazing. 9,000 people in the building. Hi, Eddie Jackson. Good morning, Ram Rising. I'm gonna go ahead and go. I wish you all peacefulness, everything wonderful and amazing that your hand and your heart can hold. Now, do me a favor. Have an amazing weekend, and I mean that with all my heart, guys. Hold on.